Hi, I'm Ryan CRC. Elections are coming up soon. Gas prices have risen recently, and basic goods like groceries have become more expensive too. Many people blame Democrats for this inflation because there's a Democrat in the White House right now. But the real problem is companies price gouging. We know this because companies are recording record profits, not simply covering rising costs. Many people may vote Republican thinking they may be able to help improve the economy. But I want to encourage people to think twice before they vote, because Republicans don't care about the American people. They care about corporations and the wealthy. Democrats passed a bill in the House of Representatives that would make it illegal for companies to charge excessive prices for gasoline and home energy fuel. This bill would also direct the Federal Trade Commission to punish corporations for price gouging consumers. Every single Republican in the House voted against this bill. Trickle-down economics does not work. It didn't work when Bush implemented it, and it didn't work when Trump put it into action. Many companies use tax breaks to buy up stock in their own companies, or they buy up rival corporations. This allows them to create monopolies so they can raise prices on consumer goods, which leads to inflation, all while cutting jobs at the same time. Under Trump's economic plan, tax benefits will expire for individuals and families in the year 2025, but they will continue for corporations. Whenever Democrats want to spend money on social programs that will help the American people, Republicans blame them for blowing up the deficit. But when Republicans want to spend trillions of dollars on the military and corporate subsidies, they no longer care about the deficit. Democrats were ready to grant people $2,000 in economic relief during the COVID-19 pandemic. Republicans blocked that bill, and yet have no problem spending billions of dollars on a border wall to keep Mexicans out of the country. When Trump aggressively downplayed the COVID crisis, he not only cost people their lives, but their livelihoods as well. His gross mismanagement of the pandemic hurt our economy as much as it ruined people's health. Many Republicans want to end programs that help working class people, such as Social Security, Medicaid, and food assistance. The majority of Republicans are also against universal health care. Even though most countries that are ranked higher on the Human Development Index and have a higher standard of living than America practice universal health care in some form with great success. Yet Republicans are perfectly fine using tax dollars to subsidize billionaires and mega corporations that don't actually need tax breaks because they're already ridiculously wealthy. Over the years, CEOs have made exponentially more money off the backs of their employees, while minimum wage has remained stagnant for the working class. This is exploitative capitalism, which is not the form of capitalism that the United States of America is supposed to employ. Capitalism is supposed to be a symbiotic relationship between employer and employee. It's not supposed to be an exercise in exploitation. Democrats want to raise the federal minimum wage to $15 an hour so working class people can make ends meet. Republicans vote against paying employees a living wage because they're in league with greedy corporations. They don't care if the American people struggle to buy food as long as CEOs can buy bigger yachts. Remember when there was a shortage of baby formula in the stores? Democrats in the House of Representatives passed a bill that would help put baby formula back on the shelves, whereas 192 out of the 210 Republicans in the House voted against that bill to feed hungry babies. So if you think Republicans care about the American people, look at their policies and voting histories. Republicans spit on everyday Americans. As far as they're concerned, we're little more than slaves who exist to serve corporate greed. Remember that when you go to the polls. I'm Ryan CRC. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel where you can see similar videos. Also, follow me on other social media platforms such as Instagram and Facebook for more content. Until next time, take care.